What's up, Facebook world? It is Kyle Whissel, and I'm super excited today. It's been a little bit since we've done one of these big announcements, but it's time to do another one of these big announcements. As you guys all know, we moved over to eXP Realty earlier this year. I guess not earlier this year, right? We're in 2019 now. So we moved over to eXP in 2018, and it's been quite a journey since we've been over there. When we joined the company, we were running at about 6,000 agents. Most recently, we just passed 16,000 agents at eXP, which is absolutely amazing. Since coming over, when we first came over, the stock that eXP provides to their agents was what's known as an over-the-counter stock, and there were a lot of people that said that this is a hocus pocus company and it's not going to be around for a long time and the stock is worthless. Well, that OTC stock is not only on NASDAQ now, but eXP actually got to ring the opening bell at NASDAQ yesterday, which is super freaking cool. It's super cool coming from an independent brokerage to come over to something like eXP and get to be a part of a company that's literally ringing the bell at the NASDAQ stock market. Like, how cool is that? So it's been a really, really fun journey. Some of the people that we've been able to align with, having people like Michael Reese and Jay Kinder in our corner, which those guys are just absolute ninjas. Michael Reese is him and Woods Davis, some of the smartest people I've ever met. Jay Kinder, one of the most amazing salespeople I've ever met. People like Dan Beer, Curtis Johnson, Chuck Fosby, I mean, just the who's who of real estate that we've been able to get aligned with. So it's been really, really fun to be aligned with all of those people. But today we're here because we've got a new group that has chosen to align with us over at eXP. And I'm going to start bringing these guys on camera here. So let's make this happen. All right, guys. So we are very, very proud to announce the Foster-Vosburgh group out in North Carolina has joined us over at eXP. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Hey, Kyle. So we're doing great. We're super excited about being here. Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, well, welcome to the family. Tell us a little bit about, and you guys kind of come from a unique scenario because the three of you guys were not together prior to coming over to eXP. So give us a little bit of background on who you guys are first, and then we'll dive into a little bit more about why you guys made the move.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, who wants to take over?
You go first, Karen. Ladies first.
Well, we actually, but all three of us were working for the same company and just saw the industry changing and wanted to do something new. And bringing all of us together was, after talking, just seemed like the right thing to do. And then we talked to you, and eXP just seemed like the right fit.
All right. Talk about your guys' business. What kind of production did you guys all do last year?
Well, last year was actually our best business year. We sold 70 homes. We sold worth about $17 million worth of homes in the Greensboro area. You know, Kyle and Michael, what did y'all do?
Or Scott, yeah, that's me. That's all right.
I haven't done this Facebook Live here before.
Kyle's not the worst of them. So yeah, I've been in the business 16 years. Last year was about 10 million and around 60 transactions. A lot of new construction for me. And so I've been blessed with kind of that relationship over the last couple of years that's generated a solid source of buyer and seller business for me.
Yeah, so I'll just jump in and say that I'm the rookie in the group. I'm only going into year 3, but I'm not as young as the title rookie calls. I mean, I was in the home furnishing business for a number of years, and frankly got a call one day from Karen while I was traveling and said, help, come in, help me. I can't keep up with my business. I said, okay, let me get out of this Calvin Klein gig and get in here and help you out. So I've had a ball. You know, Karen said we sold 70 homes last year. That's up from 33 the year before. So we really focused and got on top of this. But we, like Karen said, if you don't change, you die. And we felt that eXP offered a tremendous opportunity to grow. And so that's why we signed on.
I love it. And then so you guys each kind of ran your own thing previously, and now you guys decided to join forces as a team. So talk about that a little bit.
Well, let me chat with that, because one of the things that was kind of unique about this was Karen and I have worked together for the past 10 years. And so we've had a really great working relationship. And so I just happened to walk by her office one day, and I said, "Hey, Karen, let me tell you, I had this dream about you last night." And I said, "Let me know when you got some time to talk about it." And I turned around and walked away, and she was like, wait, what? So she came down, and we chatted about this dream of having a large team and this vision of this successful group of agents. And it really turned into a conversation between Michael and Karen and I that started really looking at what would it look like to just kind of combine resources, share resources, keeping our businesses potentially separate, but just some synergy that way. And then that morphed into a broader conversation that said, well, what if we actually formed a team? And from there it was, what's the best firm for us to be with where we could flourish? And so a lot of due diligence went into the fact that we fleshed through our existing company at RE/MAX. We looked at Keller Williams. We looked at eXP, and eXP clearly rose to the top as a place where we could grow our business and create passive sources of income for us with revenue sharing. So we were super excited to join together and then morph our business over from RE/MAX to eXP.
Beautiful. So talk a little bit about what are some of the things that you guys, when you were doing your research about eXP, what were some of the things that you guys found that were attractive to you? I mean, you guys were at RE/MAX. RE/MAX has been around a long, long time. Why leave RE/MAX? Why come to eXP?
Karen, why don't you go ahead, because you love that innovation story.
Well, innovation was the main reason. It's really interesting. We each one of us had our reasons, and innovation was mine. I think innovation is eXP's one of their core values. And I think that innovation is the reason why eXP is the fastest growing real estate firm in the country. And so the industry is changing, and there's a lot of people coming and going in this industry, and it's our business, and we have a business plan. And we felt like eXP was going to take us to that second level that we needed to be to take our clients and our business to that next level.
Yeah,
I love it. What are some of the specific things on the innovation front that were attractive to you?
Well, I'll be honest with you. One of the things that I looked at were, for 16 years, I paid into a RE/MAX process where I was never an owner. So, 5% of my commission checks, every single transaction adds up over time. So the fact that I become an agent owner with eXP was extremely attractive to me. And then looking at opportunities to earn passive income through revenue sharing, and just honestly, this was a place where we felt like we could grow at a rate that we just couldn't with a traditional brick and mortar kind of business.
Yeah. And Kyle, the more direct answer to your specific question, there were a lot of things that we were paying for on the innovation quote side on our own. And when we did our due diligence on eXP, a lot of those things were part of the eXP package. When it comes to KV Core, when it comes to a lot of the other innovative things that they offer, it was a real significant part of our decision making, because we brought a lot of things with us, but there's a lot of things that eXP is going to give to us that we didn't have available. And it's going to be the reason why we're going to grow our business.
Right.
Yeah, one of the things that we've really loved with eXP is there's other companies out there that are trying to come up with all of their own technology. Mm-hmm. And one of those companies, even came out last month and admittedly said our technology sucks. The words that I have heard from this individual is that only 8% of their agents utilize their technology on a weekly basis, and only 2% of their agents utilize that technology on a daily basis. Wow. And so I think what a lot of these brokerages are coming to find out is that, one, it is significantly harder to develop your own technology, which one of the reasons nobody's using that technology, even though this company's raised hundreds of millions of dollars from venture capital funds, is nobody's using the technology because it doesn't work. It does not. If nobody's using a technology unless it works perfectly, we are way too busy to use a technology that's got a lot of bugs. And that's the problem when you take a real estate company that's trying to invent their own technology. They're real estate companies. They need to stay focused on selling real estate, not trying to develop technology. And so what I love that eXP's done is, instead of trying to develop their own stuff, let's just go align with the best technology providers that exist today. I mean, KV Core, which those who haven't heard that term, I'm sure you're familiar with Conversion, which Conversion's been one of the leading CRM platforms in the real estate industry for years and years and years. They are extremely well established. They've gone through all the growing pains of building a technology. And so rather than trying to build their own technology, eXP said, let's just go align with one of the best tech providers in the industry. And that's what they did. And now not only do you get Conversion, but the new Conversion, which is really ideal for teams like you guys, is KV Core. And that system is insanely powerful. And if you were to go as an individual agent, if you were to go and get KV Core, you're talking about spending, a few $5,000-$10,000 a year for that system, and you get that for free at eXP. And then on the back end, they aligned with SkySlope, which is hands down the best task and transaction management system in the industry. Our quote for that system when we were independent was like $700 a month, so like almost $10,000 a year for that system. And now we get that as well over at eXP. So the technology and the fact that they're not trying to build their own stuff, because what these brokerages are going to find is, one, by the time they even have a technology that's functioning without bugs, they're going to be so far behind, because where KV Core is going to be by the time these other companies get their technology up to speed, they're going to be 2 or 3 years ahead. And these guys are always going to be chasing the innovators. And I just don't think that's a smart way to go. The other thing that these brokerages are going to realize is it's really, really hard to get agents to change tech platforms. Once somebody locks into a platform, changing it is really hard. And people don't want to change to a platform that is brokerage specific. Because if you go to your brokerage's platform and you leave that brokerage, now what do? You're screwed. And let's be honest, while we all believe we'll be with eXP the rest of our lives and we bleed the blue and orange, we may make a change, 5-10 years down the road. Well, I don't want to then have to change systems. So it's much better to use a more independent system so that if you ever do make a change, you can take that with you wherever you go. So that's been huge for us.
Well, I've got to tell you, the orange and blue was really hard for me because that's the Florida Gator colors. And I went to Florida State. So it was really hard, but I'm enjoying it. Another thing you talked about, though, with the innovation is the agent force that it has, where, hundreds, thousands of agents from all around the country come together in these meetings and training sessions that they have daily, that we can just go in and sit and share ideas and learn about setting a business plan, learn about what is the best innovative way or thing to do to help sell our clients' homes. And that is just so cool. And we do all of that through an avatar. And we're all together sharing that. And I think that is also something that showed me that they are in the forefront of the industry. And then their Facebook group, I think that's a great thing to do too. It's a private Facebook group, but people are sharing their ideas there. And I get to R&D it, rip off and duplicate, and help our clients out.
Yeah, one of the things that, go for it.
I was going to say the other thing about the innovation front and technology, Kyle, is as we did our due diligence, there were a number of the firms we discussed about technology. They were mostly internal technology benefits, whereas Karen will be a loud cheerleader about this. The outgoing external tech support to the client is what is one of the things that really sold the program to us. The fact that they have that much support for the client as well was a real big part of our decision.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. One of the other things I want to hit on is, you talked about the education. And so something that we found to be really cool is that eXP is putting out a massive, massive, massive amount of education and training. And what I see a lot of agents do when they're looking to explore brokerages is they do exactly what they tell a FSBO or a for sale by owner not to do. So what they do is they go and they start looking around at brokerages And
Yeah.
all they focus on is what is my split and what is my cap, and that's all they care about. And they forget the fact that at the end of the day, it's not about what you pay, it's about what you make, which is exactly why somebody shouldn't sell their house on their own or do a for sale by owner, why they should work with an agent. Because as a for sale by owner, they don't have the tools, the technology, and the systems that we have as an agent to sell the home for top dollar and put the most money in their pocket. And agents are doing that same thing when it comes to making a decision on which brokerage to go to. Is they get so focused on the fees or the caps that they forget that what's going to actually make us money is not the fees and the cap. What's going to make us money is selling more homes. And how are we going to sell more homes? So we already talked about the technology and the innovation that eXP is providing. But the other thing is the education. They're putting out 20, 30 hours a week of education. And they've got anywhere from the entry level, how to use this system, how to use that system, how to blog, how to do social media, to advanced things like masterminding around farming or masterminding around blogging. Like, they take it to a variety of different levels. And then specifically within our group at eXP is that they're providing weekly training. So you've got somebody like Jay Kinder, who was the #1 Coldwell Banker agent in the world at one point, doing a weekly coaching and training session with you. This guy's done thousands of listing appointments in his life. Do you think we could learn something from him that might make us sell a few more homes a year? Or we're doing a weekly training session like yesterday. Chase Mayer, who's a freaking genius with technology, came out and told our group how to hack the Facebook algorithm to generate leads at a matter of a few dollars a lead. Those are the things that are going to help us sell our home for more money, like we tell a FSBO. Well, that's what's going to help us sell more homes as an agent, and ultimately what's going to put the most money in your pocket. So you've got the tools that are going to help you sell more homes, and then you've got the training and the education as well that's going to help you sell more homes. And that training is at a different level because you've got everybody who's a part of your group is financially incentivized to help you grow your team and to help you sell more homes. We're within other brokerages or coaching organizations, like, we'll share the surface level, like, here's a tip on this, here's a tip on that. But we're literally financially aligned with each other at this point. So whatever we can do to help you guys grow your teams and sell more homes, we have a financial incentive to make that happen. So there's a deeper level of commitment and of caring and of helping people when you have that financial alignment. That's something that eXP provides.
Right.
We're excited about that. That's for sure. We thank you for how you've kind of aided in that transition, Kyle, and we're looking forward to partnering with your group and with all the folks from Jay Kinder on down to help our group grow and be more successful.
I love it. Anything else you guys want to make sure that we hit on before we finish this up today? Anything else that you guys are excited about, want to share with those that are curious about your guys' decision to make this move?
Well, I just mentioned that part of the thinking for us is that this is an entrepreneurial opportunity. And when you're looking at other brokerages, it's almost like you have to punch the clock and you're working for Big Brother. In this opportunity, we're wide open. We can sell anywhere. We can network anywhere. And so the opportunities are endless. And we have a lot of upside in North Carolina, particularly in the Greensboro market where we are, because there's not a lot of eXP agents right now. But with us being there and making a mark and getting the name out to the marketplace, it's going to really help us in our growth as we go forward.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. If you guys are interested, if you guys want to learn more about eXP, you want to learn more about why these guys made the move, I encourage you to reach out to them on Facebook, shoot them a direct message, connect with them, give them a phone call. They would love to share more about what made that decision happen for them. Yeah, definitely connect with these guys.
Yeah,
They would share with you, love to be aligned with you. What was that, Karen?
Yeah, definitely reach out to us, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many reasons why we chose eXP.
Yeah, so if you guys want to have a deeper conversation with Karen, with Michael, with Scott, connect with these guys directly on Facebook. we'll keep that conversation going. If you guys have questions, if we didn't answer any of those, you know, in the announcement video here, so if you guys have additional questions, post the comments. We'll make sure we come back to those after this Facebook Live is over. We'll get answers for you guys. Any parting words before we finish up, guys?
Nope, just thanks to eXP, and we'll make you proud, Kyle.
I love it. All right, guys. Thanks.
We're looking forward to like elevating in our client experience with eXP.
Beautiful. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. Welcome to the eXP family. We look forward to having you guys be a part of all the training and the masterminding that we're doing. Again, if you want to learn more about eXP, connect with Scott, with Michael, with Karen. They would love to continue that conversation with you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thanks.